First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at his shoeing card, and it's going to tell me what toe length and angle I'm going to use that we've been using, and Tony told me no changes, so I'll go by these numbers right here. So, which will give me my toe length and my angle of the foot. And if he wants to move a horse up that maybe is having problems and he wants to change something, so we move it up a week or 3 or 4 days, you know, we go over that pretty well every day. At this time, I'm taking the shoe off. We've got a big pile of spares over there, cleaning out the foot. Taking away all the dead growth.
Do you as a blacksmith have the foundation principles? How do you want a foot to be? I mean,
The best way is for the foot to be what the natural horse is. You know, some horses are going to be smaller, so they're going to have a smaller foot. Angles, usually we like to be between 50 degrees up front and 52. This horse usually sets on a 51, so he had dropped 1 degree, and as you can see, I'm taking a little bit more off the toe than I am the heel to take him back up.
if an angle is too high or too low, what kind of repercussions is it going to have on it?
If it's too low, you're going to have problems with your tendon areas, you know, and your soft tissue, because it's going to put strain on them. Too high of an angle can make them slam down harder, which is going to maybe work on your joints, your knees and ankles, hocks, or, you know. A higher angle will shorten the stride.
Think of showing horses as an art?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I feel very blessed to have grown up in this business, doing all aspects of it, and then having the ability to take on this part of the business. Now I'm just checking to make sure that the foot's perfectly level. Got a little high spot right there.
How long have you been shoeing horses?
I went to shoeing school when I was 17 years old in Macomb, Illinois. In between my junior and senior year of high school, went back and finished high school and started shoeing for my father immediately. And I'm 56 now, so now I'm just taking away some of the dead growth and some of the dirt. Go over, son. Good boy, good boy. As you can see, this guy, he's getting it pretty well. Come on, buddy.
How much has shoeing changed in 4 years?
It's gotten simpler. You know, the breed has come so far that, like, you know, you're down to 4 or 5 different basic kind of shoes. I always mark my right front and my right shoe. That's the only one I mark. Now, in this barn, Tony likes what we call the swedges pounded down. We're going to take the sharp edge off of it so that they don't grab the track too hard. So we just over the years, you kind of figure out when you look at a foot, you can pretty well shape it before you get there. Come on, bub. Come on, big boy. Come on, son. nail these on. Sometimes we have to do what we call square toes behind, and then when I do that, I have to pull my own clips. You know, we see we got toe clips on the back shoes always. Helps keep them from jamming back. Come on, bub. One minor adjustment. If you get too far inside, you get into what's called the white line, which is basically like sticking something underneath your fingernail. You know, it kind of, it'll prick you a little bit, it'll hurt. You know, I have to stay out in this region here. This one's okay. That one, they're all out in the darker regions. I can tell by sound and feel, as you can tell, these sound really solid, not hitting anything soft. So, a lot of blacksmiths will use these, the clinchers, when the foot's out front. I do it this way because a long time ago I had one that I was pulling the foot forward and it jerked and it ran those little nubs through the palm of my hand and I had 9 stitches. So I figured out to do it while it was, where I was a little bit more protected. And it has the same effect either way. Easy, babe. A good holder that, you know, understands when a horse is starting to get excited, or can help, you know, keep them calm. And if they get, like, if they're leaning down on me, they'll lift their heads up a little bit, you know, to try to keep the weight off of me.
How much of it is doing what you were taught, and how much of it is figuring out on your own?
At the shoeing school, we were taught the basics, and we were taught how to shape shoes, make shoes. Then a lot of it has come with practice. My dad was a big influence. You know, of course, being my dad, he would stand over my shoulders. Okay, come on. Relax. Easy, bud. Okay. So there is the front half done. He's a big colt.
That's not something every blacksmith does.
Something I feel it's just a little extra. It does protect the feet, and it helps, you know, the moisture from going into those old nail holes and the new fresh nail holes. And it just kind of toughens that area where we've just, you know, done a lot of work. Run through a lot of bottles of water a day. Now we'll start the back end process.